What's going on, guys? It's your boy Thomas here, and I'm bringing back another YouTube video. And you guys might be curious about the title. How did I go from wheels to an entire truck? Well, I'm gonna explain it for you. And remember, guys, if you guys haven't clicked the subscribe button yet with the notification bell rung, what are you guys doing yet? All right, let's get into it. But if you guys didn't know, I used to have these 3SDM wheels, which I'm showing here. And they were the 3SDM 0.04s with polished faces with red inner barrels and everything like that. Well, I sold them a while ago. And now my car sits on stocks, and I shouldn't even say that I even sold those wheels. I got fortunate enough and someone traded me a set of wheels. And right now I'm gonna take you through the process of what I went through to trade those wheels to something else, to then eventually getting this, my 1998 Ford Ranger. Which I can do an overview of the truck if you guys want me to, if this video gets at least 15 likes. So like I said, I had those 3SDM wheels, which are shown here, and I ended up trading with someone for a set of 3-piece WCI, I think they were BP1s, I can't really remember. I only had them for a brief moment, maybe like a month and a half or so, which I can also show a picture right here. They were beautiful wheels. They looked good on my car, but I had to do a lot of work in order to actually get them to fit correctly into my car, which is something that I could have totally have done, but I just didn't see the point in it with those wheels. So let me go ahead and break it down for what actually happened, how I went from those wheels to these wheels to now this truck. And here throughout the video, I'll show pictures of things that I am talking about, so that way you guys can stay on track as well as keep myself on track as well when I go to post edit this. So I bought the 3SDM 0.04 wheels in all red, and let me tell you, they look bad. The paint was old, it looked rough, but I actually ended up buying them for $400 from a buddy of mine. I did end up running them with all red wheels for quite some time until I got to a point where I just wanted them polished and I wanted them to look better. So I went to my buddy at What in Detail Nation, click the link in the bio to check him out if you guys are into detailing. And I paid him about $400 to get those wheels polished, just the faces, the center caps, and the lips. They're one-piece wheels, they should have been no problem to polish and everything like that. So now that I'm in a total in the hole of about $800 for these wheels, to upkeep them, to buy them, to get them repolished and everything like that, I'm $800 in the hole with these, which honestly wasn't even that bad. But after about a year of owning them, I actually decided that it was time to move on from them, find a different set of wheels for maybe, you know, next year or something like that, or like the middle of this year, I should say. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people offered me rep wheels for my wheels, and I couldn't say yes to it at all. No one was hitting me with offers that I liked.
But then the unthinkable happened.
But then someone messaged me and offered me a set of clutch wheels, which I could show a picture here. I don't know what kind of clutch wheels they were. And I really liked them, but I did not like the specs at all. And like I said, if you guys want an overhaul video of actually this truck, like going super in depth with it and showing you guys everything that it has, you know, showing some videos, maybe take it a little bit off-roading and stuff like that, please drop a comment down below. Let me know if you guys want to see that. So my 3SDMs were 18 by 9.5, and these clutch wheels were 18 by 8.5. So which means I'm going to a smaller, wider wheel that I just didn't feel the need to have. In all honesty, I wanted to go wider, not smaller. So once I declined this guy off of those wheels, I just straight up was like, I want to go wider wheels. I don't want smaller wheels. If you somehow come in contact with wider wheels that you might want to get rid of, let me know then. And that was the last I ever heard of that guy, or so I thought. So about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks at this point go by, haven't heard from anyone. People are still sending me offers on wheels, and I'm just not liking what people are sending me. I just think that I'm not getting a good deal, or they're sending me really messed up wheels, rep wheels, stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. Until, out of the blue, the dude that tried to trade me the clutch wheels randomly messaged me. And not only did he have a deal that I could not refuse, the wheels were also 3 times the amount of what my wheels cost. He messaged me and he said, well, what do you think about these wheels? And sent me a set of photos of the WCI BP1's 3-piece 17 by 10 and 17 by 10 and a half with both 22 offsets. And let me tell you, these wheels were awesome. They looked pretty sick. And he wanted to straight up trade me those wheels for my 3SDMs. And I was completely mind boggled that someone was even offering this at all in any way, shape, or form. Because if you know wheels, 3-piece wheels are expensive. So when he asked, are you interested in these? It would be dumb for me to say no. So we ended up setting up a time and day to meet up, trade wheels, and, you know, go our separate ways. So now I'm running on my car these WCI wheels that are way too big and stick out way too far on that car, and it just looked really bad. Just because I didn't have the right camber arms, I didn't have the roll arm adjusters for the fronts or anything like of the sorts to actually tuck them or sit fender to lip. So they just stuck out like a solid 4 inches. Not literally, but you guys know what I mean. I mean, just look at this photo because like they stuck out really far. Now with me being the owner of these 3-piece wheels that cost 3 times the amount that my 3SDM 1-piece wheels cost, I didn't know what to do with them. I couldn't drive on them every day because they were god awful to drive on, mainly with the way that I had them fitted on my car. It just was way too much wideness. The ride quality of my car just went straight down. It just plummeted. It was an awful car to drive at that point, and I hated driving my car with those wheels on. I went ahead and took those wheels off, put on my stock wheels, and here we are. So the original plan was to keep those WCI wheels and make them fit on this car. But I then started just rethinking of everything about those wheels because I have stocks. I could save up for another set of wheels, or I could get all the parts and everything and make my car look better and fit those wheels. Time was passing on. I had the wheels just sitting in my office and I genuinely didn't know what to do with them. So I posted them on Facebook Marketplace to see if I could get any bites on maybe a different set of wheels, cash, and genuinely was just seeing what people wanted to offer me for those wheels. And that's when it all happened. At 3 a.m., I messaged my friend Parker, who was interested in those wheels, and said, hey man, these wheels are for sale. You were the first person that actually messaged me that had real interest in these wheels. Hit me with an offer, and basically we came to an agreement, and I ended up selling those wheels. And let me tell you this, they're gonna look great on his car. I think they're gonna look better on his car than my car. And now that leads us into the last part of this video. So now that I had the cash in my hand for the next week, I knew that I wanted to buy a truck for the wintertime as a daily, as a beater, you know, so that way I can do whatever I want to the Volkswagen and not have to worry about, oh man, am I gonna have my car done in time so I can get it to work and stuff like that. We actually went to go see a truck before that was 2 hours away from my house, and it was all the way up in PA just to get up there, just to find out that it had a lifter tap. And if you guys know anything about a lifter tap, it could be a small problem or it could be a big problem. So when we got home, I decided, screw it. I'm gonna check Facebook Marketplace one last time while we have some free time during the day. And I start my first day of work that day, and I saw this truck. I messaged the woman, her name is Karen, and she was selling this truck. She was maybe about 35 minutes away from where we were. So a day that started in stress, distraught, because, you know, the truck that I originally went to go see was a flop, ended up being a day of greatness, actually. Like, in all honesty, like, I was really excited and really happy with how that day turned out. I ended up buying this truck right here for $1,800. Had 213,000 miles on it. And I know what you're thinking, oh my God, high mileage, terrifying. Well, it's got the 4-liter V6 in it, which, if you guys know anything about Rangers, is actually one of the more reliable engines that are in these trucks. The 4x4 works, there's a back seat, I got a nice little bed. This is the 1998 Ford Ranger Super Cab Splash, which is super sick, super long name, and let me tell you, I love this truck. But all in all, that is how I traded a set of $400 wheels to an entire freaking truck. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to click that like button and also be sure to hit the subscribe button with the little notification bell rung so that way you get notified whenever I post a YouTube video. And I'm sorry it has been a while, but I'm gonna try and be more daily uploads at least every other day or every other 2 days or something like that. Just that way I can have content posted for you guys here. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys all have a beautiful night and a wonderful day tomorrow. And as always, doses.